Metro Health says all schools should not open for in-person instruction until one local school was ready to open their doors to students in August. Eyewitness News reporter Vanessa Croy spoke with the headmaster of the Winston School about how they plan to keep kids and teachers safe and how they're responding to the city's new order.
Schools must not reopen for schools on campus face-to-face instruction until after September 7th.
A bombshell announcement for the headmaster of the Winston School, Dr. Charles Karolak.
I can't say that I'm pleased with the decision.
The first day of school at Winston was set next month with face-to-face instruction.
Younger students need to see their teachers. They need to get into a routine.
Karolak said the school just completed a summer program to welcome kids back to campus.
One of the things that Winston has done, and maybe other schools haven't, is we've had an opportunity to practice what in-person learning should be like.
Karolak said they researched CDC guidelines, consulted with local physicians, and looked into how schools are reopening in other countries. And for 4 weeks this summer, teachers facilitated face-to-face instruction for 65 kids from 1st to 12th grade. Karolak said procedures were implemented to ensure student safety, like social distancing.
We also had in the hallway 6-foot markers so the students were not congregating or getting too close to each other.
Temperature checks and hand sanitizer were placed throughout the school. Student arrival times were staggered, and everyone on campus wore a mask.
I was extremely impressed by our students and how they responded. We work with kids who have learning differences, kids with ADHD and so forth, and they're accustomed to getting up, moving around, high energy. But I will say this, that the kids stayed in their chair. They kept their masks on.
Andy says the program was a success. No one tested positive for the virus.
Because we're a much smaller school, and we're an independently private school, and we're not a large public school. I feel that parents have the right to make their decisions of whether they want their students to be in person or remote.
Vanessa Croy, KENS 5 Eyewitness News.